Okay, so if any of you know of American McGee, then you know of American McGee's Alice. His first Alice game that he's done. Alice basically is in a mental asylum. Her family is burned up in a fire, and she's the last survivor. She's pretty much suicidal. All right, let's just get it out there. This game is blood and gore. It's not, an overwhelming amount of blood and gore. Although I probably wouldn't care even if it was because I like that kind of thing. But it's definitely pleasing, but child friendly in a way. Well, don't let the kiddies play it. All right, just don't. If you're smart, you won't let them play it. They'll probably end up having nightmares. It's probably going to revolve around them slaughtering cards, beheading them, cutting them in half, things like that. Insane, demented children. I mean, if you ask me, the insane children in the game were possibly one of the creepiest parts. The Cheshire Cat, on the other hand, was one of the most amazing. Personally, I've always been an Alice in Wonderland fan, and anybody who knows me can tell you that. The only problem with most Alice in Wonderland videos lately, because I can't say games, because as far as I know, other than in Japan, which that game was amazing, there's only really one Alice game here in America that's well known, and that is American McGee's Alice. And he did no wrong. Alice was proper, you know. She was a brunette like she was in the book. Absolutely wonderful character. Loved the accent. Got everything right if you ask me. And the game itself, the storyline, everything was just so well made. I loved it. I can't wait for Alice 2 to come out. But as for the topic of other Alice in Wonderland, I don't know. Maybe it's just me and the fact that Walt Disney is a blonde, Lolita-loving Nazi, but come on, people. Alice is not blonde. She wasn't exactly naive enough to come off like that. Uh, Disney, I hate you for that movie. But I love you for the rest. But I hate you for that one. Just so you know. I mean, blonde, Lolita-loving Nazi Walt Disney. But, on that topic, Tim Burton made Alice in Wonderland. Yes. His Alice was blonde. Yes. But she was perfect. And the fact that he had Johnny Depp in there, along with so many other well known and absolutely wonderful actors, in my opinion. Helena Bonham, for instance. You can't honestly go wrong with that movie. And I'm sure fellow Alice fans agree with me. It was a brilliant movie. It was closer to the idea of Alice in Wonderland than any of the cartoons, minus the only other movie I've seen that was it's a BBC film, and this Alice in Wonderland did in fact have a brunette Alice. It was very surprising. I was very pleased, and I love that. I love it when people stick to the story. It's like watching Lord of the Rings and thinking back to the book and going, well, they missed this and that. It's like Harry Potter skipping an entire 20 chapters and missing big plots only for the simple fact to end the movie. It's it's wrong, really. I mean, don't get me wrong. I loved the Harry Potter series, and I loved Alice in Wonderland, and I loved all of those movies. Honestly, I am a big book fan. The Lord of the Rings series was incredibly good. I did make a point of being in the theater on opening night for all of those. I didn't dress up though. I usually took my parents with me, so dressing up was not exactly on my list of things to do for showing up to Lord of the Rings. I think the most we ever did was we brought a cloak and a witch hat one time, but they never got used because it was way too hot outside. what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Um, as you all know, Final Fantasy 14 is on its way, and Final Fantasy 13 has only just come out. But I have just a small little question for you guys. Um, was it just me, or through the first half, well, maybe not half, maybe quarter of that game, was Hope not the most annoying character there? Because maybe it is just me, but I despised him completely, utterly despised his character. He was a crybaby, people. Honestly, he reminded me of emo kids. Seriously, jump off the bridge already. If it's that horrible, just go. You're not living if you're so busy trapped in your despair and moping about it that all you want to do is act depressed and suicidal. Do the world a favor, do yourself a favor. If you don't want to live and you refuse to let yourself live, then just, that's really mean. I know it's horrible. It's I guess we'll forget I said that, or we won't. Either way, but the U.S. government, by the way, fucked up. It is. I am trying very hard to get my fiance in the country so we can go about with what we want to do. And the guy that we had our meeting with at the immigrations office gave us some very bad advice. I mean, you would think they have an idea of what they're doing, but then again, it is the government. You have to not know what you're doing to get a job at the government. That's really the only requirement. Have no clue why you are there, what you are doing, and you're perfect. You'll be sitting in a corporate office soon, just on top of the world, making your own rules, your own laws, driving a Porsche instead of that stupid Honda. Oh yeah, you will be so happy. But obviously it's 7 minutes and 56 seconds as of now. I have been talking way too long, but I did just want to come out and point out the fact that American McGee is making Alice 2 Madness Returns. This game, I am completely certain, is going to be the epitome of all Alice games. And American McGee, your teaser truly was a teaser, and I absolutely despise it. Because all it did was make me wish it was out now. And I know it comes out in 2011, but I'm being impatient. I have waited years for this game, and I waited years just to play the first one, only to have the first disc stolen by some dick. So, I don't know. Please do not hold off the game longer than necessary. I would love to see it in like January of 2011. That would be amazing. Happy New Year to me and to all other Alice fans who play this game. Uh, Probably be like Portal 2 for Portal fans. I'm hoping. God of War 3 for God of War fans. You know, you get the point. Uh, Alright, 9 minutes and 23 seconds. I am going